My week was great. We had a good week of practice. A lot of the guys got rest, and a lot of guys got back healthy and rejuvenated for this week. And we're all ready to get back to the normal routine and back to a game week schedule, and get ready to prepare and play someone on Saturday.
And then do you remember about that game in 2014, your first really big chance on the stage?
What do I remember about it?
Yeah.
Just thinking we should have won. We had so many opportunities that we didn't capitalize on. We played very well, and we just kind of fell short. And just walking off that field, with the feeling that we should have won, but at the end of the day we didn't. And it was just a great learning lesson for the whole team, and for especially the young guys that got to play.
For you being a young guy playing in a game like that, was that kind of the first time, the way you performed, you feel like, I can play on this level?
Not at all, because right when I stepped on campus, I felt like I could play, from spring practice and so far. And then the first game against Georgia, whenever I took advantage of my opportunity, I felt like I could play. So that wasn't the first time. I've always had the confidence and mindset that, I can play at this level regardless of my age and, how much experience that I have.
That atmosphere down there, what do you remember about that? And is that one of the tougher road venues you've ever played?
It's one of the top. It's a hostile environment. The fans get into it. It's loud and a lot of different things going on. But at the end of the day, it's still football. The crowd and the stands doesn't win you games. They can influence a game, but they don't win you games. Players making plays on those opportunities that they get each and every play, that wins games. So.
What do you see in Florida State's defense?
And they're physical. They've always been athletic, very well coached, and a bunch of guys that want to prove themselves.
How much of the Louisville game did you watch on film or study, and is there anything different Florida State's doing defensively since that game?
I don't focus on just one game. We watch a lot of different games, different clips, and what they're going to do against us, not so much against a different team, because each game is a different type of scheme, a different way they want to play. So those guys are building their chemistry each and every week, and again they're trusting each other, and they're just trying to get better and help their team win.
Did the bye week come at a good time for you guys after that NC State game, kind of right in the middle of the season? Was it a good time to kind of get reset, get refreshed, and kind of get ready for the stretch run?
Yeah, I think so. Just to get guys back healthy, get guys to recommit to their goals and what they really want to do for this season, for this team. And, last year we had it, I think week 3, so we went 10 straight weeks, and we kind of, slowed down towards the end of the season. But, this year is a great time to have it in the middle after 7 games and get a chance for us to build momentum for the next 5 weeks and, finish strong.
How's Wayne doing after his hit?
He's doing fine. He's doing real fine.
What do you mean by recommitting to goals during the bye week? What's that?
Just recommit to what you want to do for the season. What's your goals for yourself? What's your goals for this team? It's so easy to get so sucked into the season each and every week and forget what you really want to achieve, for this team in this season. And so, it's a good chance to relook over those goals, recommit, get back to the basics, and just regroup and make sure that you reread those goals and see how close and how much are you really trying to achieve those.
Did you feel like you guys reached your goals in the first half, or were you falling short in some way?
No, we're 7-0, so I think we reached our goal so far. That's where we want to be, where we're in the perfect position to control our own destiny. We just got to continue to do what we do and handle each week as its own and move forward from there.
With a 2-game lead over Florida State, does this feel any different this year? Is it not as big as it has been in past years?
Every game is big. It's always a championship game for us, And you hear from all the guys here from Coach Sweeney. Each game is a championship game, and it should be that way. You shouldn't. Each game shouldn't have different momentums or different type of buzz. Each game should be exciting. Each game should be big because you only get 12 opportunities. So take advantage of that. You work all year to play for 12 Saturdays and 12 games. And I mean, who wouldn't want to be so excited? So, and then it's Clemson, Florida State. None of the stats, records, none of that stuff matters. It's a big game for our game, and it always comes down to who performs better on that day.
In that same vein of every game being a championship, the closer you get to December, the margin for error gets lower. You're just trying to make the playoff. Do you guys recognize that a loss could put those playoff hopes in peril?
Yeah, we understand that. We understood that last year too. So there's nothing new, nothing different from us. We understand that each game is big, and we don't want to lose. So we want to go undefeated and finish strong and go 15-0. That's our goal, and so we don't want to settle for anything less. But we understand that the margin of error is very small, and we got some breaks in the early part of the season, but it's a good learning lesson, and we understood that, in the national championship game when we had a couple little mistakes that, Alabama took advantage of, and that kind of cost us the game. So, it's a lot of guys with experience, a lot of guys with knowledge, and we just got to, like I said, regroup to the basics and commit this week and finish strong.
You talked about getting break. What did y'all learn because of time? What did you learn from the NC State game about your football?
Hey, you gotta have a little luck on your side. Keep fighting, keep believing, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way. That's why the ball isn't round. It don't always bounce straight to yourself. They got a lot of breaks and we didn't, and they had a lot of opportunities that they didn't take advantage of, and then when we had those opportunities to come back, and we took advantage of it. So just keep fighting and keep believing, trusting yourself, and everything else will take care of itself.
Did you watch that Ohio State game at all, and did that kind of reinforce your feelings of relief about the NC State game, the way it played out?
I mean, not so much, because we understand that college football is, you have to perform each and every week. That's why people say each week is very critical, no matter who you're playing, because anybody can be beat. It's funny because each week it really doesn't matter how good you've been the previous 5 weeks. You got to be good that week, and this weekend showcased that. You know what I mean? And I guess that night Penn State was the better team, and last week when we played NC State, we were the better team because we came on top and we took advantage of opportunities. And so it's really just the best team is going to win that day, and that's the way college football is, and really any level of football. It depends who's better on that night and who take advantage of the opportunities and make plays.
In terms of controlling what you can control, how frustrating are the turnovers?
I mean, it's always frustrating, and all the negative stuff is always frustrating. So nothing we should drag on. It's a whole new season. That's in the past, and you just learn a lesson. Things happen, so we can't really focus on that.
You guys talk about playing to the standard. In your estimation, how close are you guys to playing to your standard, especially as we approach this?
We're close to it. We've been playing some good football. There's been times where defense been playing well and offense been kind of holding them back, and then vice versa. And so it takes all three phases: offense, defense, special teams to click. And once we do that, it's a scary thing. But the best is yet to come. We still haven't played our best football yet, and the great teams improve each and every week. And that's our goal, just to improve each and every week and be the best team that week. And we have to put in the work Monday through Friday, and then go out there on Saturdays and execute.
Deshaun, every week it seems like you guys line up against an ACC defense, one of the tops in the country. What kind of a challenge is that, and how does that help keep you sharp week to week, knowing what you're going to face?
Regardless of where they rank or how good they are, we're always going to be sharp, because we have pride in how we play each and every week, and we want to be the best. So we don't dread too much on how the rankings look or where they're set up in the stats. You know, it just, you know, we're just trying to be the best we can be. But you know, it's always good to, you know, see a lot of different teams and play against the best teams in the, you know, in the country, especially on the defensive side. You know, it's always good to have that challenge, and you know, it just brings the best out of, you know, our offense and what we want to do.
When you're in these tight fourth quarters against NC State, Louisville, Auburn, Troy, do you ever fear losing?
No, there's no point to fear. I mean, it's football, and you just continue to play, and you know, you always think of the positive things. You don't think of the negative things, and you bring that positive energy to the sideline of belief, and continue to move on forward. You know, we don't fear about nothing. There's no point to fear. You know, so you know, that's how we think.
You only had 1 3-and-out last week. How much of a comfort is it to have Hunter Renfro back, especially on third down?
It's always good to have Hunter back. You know, just another weapon to his offense, a guy with experience, guy with, you know, just an all-around playmaker and a great teammate. You know, bring energy to the sideline and especially to that wide receiver group, and just bring more, you know, attention to, you know, this offense and what we can do and how versatile we can be.
Dalvin Cook was very complimentary of you back in the SEC Media Day. How well do you know him? What do you think of his play?
I know him. I've, you know, been in recruiting things with him and different All-Star games and things like that. You know, he's a great player. He's a great guy. You know, he's real quiet. You know, I don't say too much. Whenever I see him, we say what's up here and there, have a conversation. You know, he's a great player, and you know, he's one of the best, you know, running backs in the country. And you know, he's been doing a great job for his team, and you know, he's battled some injuries, and that's the thing I like about him. He, you know, no matter how, you know, bad of, you know, the injury is, he's still out there trying to, you know, win for his team. So you know, he's a great player all around, great person, and you know, I'm a fan of him. So you know, best you know, luck to him.
As a guy on the field, do you feel the difference in a primetime game versus a noon game? Does it feel any different? Because for the fans, it seems like there's a huge significant difference between the state and Louisville. I go back to the primetime game. So does it feel different when you're out there?
Not for the players. You know, the players always, all the, you know, no matter if it's on, you know, prime time or if it's just local TV, you know, all the games are pretty big. Maybe for the fans, but not so much for the players.
Anything else?
Thank you.